Ashe family, this is your guy, Amon Rose, aka the Conscious Cowboy, aka Edwin Rose, aka the Las Vegas Cowboy. Hey man, I know I told y'all the video be coming about the fat shaming. It's not fat shaming. But first thing first, I want to apologize. You're gonna hear a lot of noises in the background. I'm in the garage and man, it is windy as heck out here today. So you might hear a little creaking and squeaking. That's the wind. So try to ignore it. I'll try to be quick and we can get through this. But I also want to start by showing you guys something. Okay. My journey at my heaviest, the last picture I took at my heaviest, that was my birthday, 2017. Yeah, that's my wife and I right before we went out. And then this is me a couple of months ago. Actually, like 3 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I went out of town to a job interview. Okay? So, I want to say something. I want to be clear. You know, I know people have their opinions and things like that, but I want to talk to you guys on a different perspective. I see a lot of people, you know, and it's mostly not the big people. It's other people trying to support big people. Let me be very clear. You're causing a problem. You're not making people. You're not boosting nobody's confidence. People's confidence are their confidence. It's going to be how they feel comfortable doing what they're doing. You don't have to say anything about what they're doing. You don't have to critique anything what other people are saying about what they're doing, okay? You don't have to try to turn it and flip it like, oh, you're shaming her because she's doing this. And like I said, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, and I'm gonna say it, and hopefully it comes out in a respectful way where we're not ruffling feathers. We're actually learning and growing from these experiences. As a big guy, and I'm still big, I still feel uncomfortable. You guys will never see me with my shirt off. I still feel uncomfortable at my size at 200 and what am I now, 248. I still feel uncomfortable taking my shirt off in front of people like that. I'm not ashamed. I'm not, you know, it's not like a low self-esteem thing. It's not y'all business how I look without my shirt on. You know, that's just me. And at my heaviest, y'all will not see me walking around here with my belly all out. That's just me. Certain things I just don't do for the general public. Now, do I walk around here with my, you know, with my shirt off and stuff like that around my wife? Yeah. That's family. Of course. She see me with my shirt off. She see me, you know, walking around with just my shorts on. But this is what I want all of you fat shamers to think about. When you do something, when people do something, there's going to be reaction, okay? You guys have actually seen me talk about this before when I talk about the internet bullying. I don't think there's anything that you can complain about or cry about if you're being cyber bullied. You know, when you can scroll through your damn, whatever it is, Facebook, Instagram, and all these things, and block someone. There should be no such thing as internet bullying. Now, I'm going to say this: if I did decide to show my body, show my overweight body, people have to realize. The people that like to use the word fat shaming or the phrase fat shaming, you have to realize that's not fat shaming. That's people have access to that person's pictures, post, whatever it may be, and leaving a comment. Those are comments. Those are actually things that you as a friend should be saying, hey, you know, if you put that out there to the public, somebody might say something. So you might want to get ready for it. You might want to just buckle down for it. And let's keep using her, man. Let's keep using Lizzo. Lizzo has nobody in her camp that's telling her, like, hey, if you do this, people are going to say something. It's just being mean. Because all honesty, it is being mean. It's not fat shaming. It's being mean. People are mean. And that it is what it is. If people can create they don't even have to have their real name on these things, and they can create whatever they want to create, put whatever picture they want to be on there. Now everybody turns into a superhero or a supervillain. I gotta put it in perspective. People turn into superheroes or supervillains when it comes to this internet shit. But y'all need to put it in perspective. It's not fat shaming. It's people being mean. You should be ashamed. People should be ashamed to expose themselves to the public like that. But if you're not ashamed, be ready for the criticism. Be ready for the criticism. And I'm gonna say this to you guys: you fat shamers you people that are going around talking about people are fat shaming people. Like, I've made comments and posts about us being overweight, and people are on my post talking about I'm fat shaming and I look like that. How am I fat shaming? What I don't understand with our people, especially our people, what I don't understand is we look at fat as fine. We look at fat. Now, I don't even know where to go with this one, but check this out. We look at fat as fine. Like, you guys that grew up with me and that are on this know that I graduated high school at 150. I wasn't even 165. I was 150. I was always skinny. So I never connected the dots, and I couldn't connect the dots because I didn't have any experience beyond what I was going through. Oh, baby, you're so skinny. Come in here and eat. And my grandmother and my auntie would, and y'all heard me tell y'all that I love my grandmother and my auntie, but the way they expressed love was through food. Come on here, baby, you're so skinny. Come on here. And I grew up, first thing first, if there's something on your plate, you gotta eat it all. And they would make me plates, and I would eat it all. And I was still skinny. I didn't start really gaining weight, like 200 plus, until my kid's mother, Geisha, started getting pregnant like every 2 years, and I was just like, man, I'm gaining all the weight. So that's when I started seeing, and then I had stopped being so active. I had stopped playing football, and that's when the weight really picked up, because once again, my lifestyle, I'm using me, being skinny. Oh, baby, you so skinny. Yeah, here's a plate. Take a plate home. Here's another plate. Oh, baby, you want another piece of chicken? You want another pork chop? And you sitting there just grubbing. Now, I ate that way until I started changing my eating habits. So almost 30 plus years, I was eating that way. But when you're active, you don't really see the weight. When I was in high school, when I was in Gina, I was 16 when I left Gina, so I was super active. But then when I came out here, of course I stayed active, like I said, until around I started having my kids. I started noticing the weight, and the weight was coming like 20, 30 pounds. And then, once I stopped playing ball, became a glazer, started working, and the habits, family, the weight just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I was working at a bread factory where months before that picture, where I slipped and I did something, I knew I tore my ankle up. So I had screws in my ankle. So I slipped in the factory, tore my ankle, tore some ligaments, my meniscus in my ankle. I think it's the meniscus. And I was sitting, oh yeah, we about to lose power and everything out here, man. It's like a little tornado. I was sitting on the couch for about 3 or 4 months, still eating that way. And like I said, I was over 415 pounds because the scale only went up to 415 pounds. And the last time I weighed myself was a little bit before that night. And then I had surgery, and yeah, I was like 430, 425, 430, I don't remember. And the doctor was like, man, you gotta do something. But I was like, what can I do? You know, with the ankle surgery, you guys know that journey. So, but it's not about that. This video is not about that. This video is about, you know, if I decide to twerk on here with my ass out and belly out, and I don't have a fit body, or you have blemishes. You can have the finest body on the planet, and you can have a blemish, and people are going to talk about you. That's not shaming you. That's, you know, your blemishes. You know what's going on. You should be ashamed or feel ashamed to do certain things. And once again, I'm not saying this and coming from a point where I'm trying to put you down mentally or whatever the case you may be thinking. But yeah, you should be ashamed to show imperfection like that. And I'm not, and once again, I understand a lot of people gonna have something to say about that. But yes, you should say, hey man, I'm not finna embarrass myself like that. I'm not. And I don't feel no less confident in me going to get dressed up and putting on some boots and putting on my pants and saying that I know I look decent. I know I look good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's certain situations that you guys put yourself in that if somebody says something, it's not always fat shaming. They're ashamed of the shit that you're doing. I ain't gonna say never, because I didn't read every comment. Since the beginning of Lizzo coming out doing just reckless shit, I've never seen too many people fat shame her. They're like, damn, why would you do that? If you really pay attention to the comments aren't, oh, you're not eating healthy, and people aren't worried about her health. People are talking about what she's doing. Why are you twerking like that? Why you got your ass cut out like that? Why are you taking pictures like that? Why are you doing that? Once again, if you did it privately, or even if you wanted to put it on here and your page was private, that's better. That's different. That's different. So I thought of a scenario, right? I thought of a scenario. And I'm gonna give you guys a scenario where somebody is fat shaming. And this is not any particular person directed towards any particular person or whatever. Let's just say you had an OnlyFans page, and your OnlyFans page was fat girls twerking, or fat girls eating, or fat girls wearing no clothes or little to no clothes, right? So that means I have to go to your page, I have to find it, go to your page, pay to be on your page. Now, if I read, everybody here know that I went looking for fat girls twerking. And then I made a negative comment on there like, hey man, you're too fat to be doing that. That person in that particular incident is fat shaming, because this woman or these women have made a private page that you have to pay to be on, specifically for people who want to see somebody twerking, want to see somebody with little clothes on. And this butthead, this asshole, went to that page, paid to be on that page, and left a derogatory comment about their weight. That's fat shaming. When you do something to the public, when you do something to the general public and you just put it out there in the open, it's not fat shaming. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Y'all don't know how many times I wanna say to people, hey man, if you want some steps on how to try to lose this weight, hey man, inbox me. but I don't want to. Like I said, I've done things, and I've went through all of those scenarios that I went through with my past, saying that, hey, we as black people are fucked up. We are black people are so fucked up that even when I was big and I've lost weight, and I'm talking about in the last 2 to 3 years, hey man, what's wrong with Edwin? Is Edwin okay? My mama's not on Facebook. So for people to come call my mama and ask if I'm okay, that's the wildest shit, family. That's the wildest shit. You see how fucked up we are mentally? So if I ridicule somebody that's fat, I'm fat shaming. But if I lose weight after being obese half of my life, now something wrong with me? Family, y'all got to see the fuckery, man. We are so fucked up as a people. We are so fucked up as a people. We take things and the way, based on the way we're feeling, and point the finger at other people and say, you're doing this to me. You're shaming me. You're fat shaming me. No, I'm not fat shaming you. I'm saying your fat ass shouldn't be on here doing that. I'm saying your fat ass shouldn't be on here doing that. And those are 99.9% of the posts that I've seen. I've even seen, and this is why I don't comment to people, because I've even seen people say, hey, if you ever want to lose weight, man, you shouldn't be on here talking about that. The post wasn't about that. I made a post about us being morbidly obese, and people was on my post saying we need, I was basically saying, hey man, we need to change our eating habits, because like I said, that's one of the biggest thing on my journey, was the way I was eating, and the way we're eating is killing us. Hey man, y'all seen the journey, man. The amazing thing is, you don't have to shellac your mouth full of food every day like that. So the way we were eating was killing us, and it's putting on excess weight. And I made a post about that, and I was like, we got to stop looking at us as being big boned and all that other bullshit that to me perpetuates us eating more and gaining weight instead of living healthy. And I made my own post about that, and people were like, you're fat. How the fuck am I fat shaming? How the fuck can I fat shame when I'm telling you the truth? I got on here and lied to you guys about a goddamn thing. But what bothers me is, if you're gonna put yourself in that situation and put yourself out there to the public, there's going to be compliments. There's going to be negative. There's going to be positive, negative, and kind of in the middle. It's always going to be three things that you got to deal with when you're doing things like that to the general public. And then the general public, to me, are the ones, those cookie mothers. You're fat shaming someone. Why are you fat shaming? We can't sit here and talk about somebody's weight that is putting it out there in the public about fat shaming. That's why I showed the picture of me being overweight, because it seems like when you do it to yourself, nobody's sitting here, nobody's going to say, hey, Ed, when you're fat shaming. If I'd have not shown that picture and did this post, people would be like, man, you fat shaming. No, I'm not fat shaming. I'm saying people should be ashamed to be fat. The people that are making negative comments are just assholes, because once again, you don't have to make the comment. You really don't have to make the comment. There's a young lady, and I'm pretty sure y'all know who she is or seen her, because I don't follow the big girls like that, but I think she's called Cute and Fat but Cute or something like that. She wears blue, I don't even know if those are contacts or not, but let me not make nobody mad. But she has blue eyes. She's a heavy-set, caramel-colored black girl. She's morbidly obese. And I've always wanted to, like, hey sis, if you want to ever change, reach out to me. And I'm not going to do it because I know people are going to be on there talking about you're fat shaming her. But if you don't want anybody, we can't even talk about somebody getting healthy without other people being defensive, because they have that mindset. Oh, let me feed you. Girl, go ahead and eat. Boy, you sure can't eat. Eat. Man, like I said, my videos were, we should eat to live, not live to eat. And I don't understand. I don't get it. That people are sit here and basically defend something that's unhealthy and pushing someone closer to the grave. You are defending these people for basically killing themselves. You are defending unhealthy activity. These people are killing themselves. We are killing ourselves eating like that. So no, that's not, they need to hear that. Some people need to hear that. Some people need to hear, hey man, you're a little bit too big to do that. Hey man, that shit ain't cool. That shit look like trash. I'll tell you what bothers me about this whole scenario. That you have created something that people are looking at now and turning it against people that are saying that, you know what, man, even like myself, I feel so uncomfortable offering help to someone because I don't want to be, oh man, you fat shaming this person. First thing first, they should be ashamed to be fat. And 99.9% of them are. Let me flip it a little bit. 99% of people that are big are ashamed of it. I know I was. When I stepped on the scale, I was like, damn. When I saw myself naked one time, I was like, damn. And then it's a mental thing, family. It's really a mental thing, but I'm just talking about the people that always want to say somebody is fat shaming somebody for them trying to get healthy, or saying that you should be trying to get healthy, or babying these people like that's the way to be. That's not the way to be. Morbidly obese is not the way to be, family. Shit, I was a maintenance supervisor, man, and had to walk them stairs. Shit, I would go in my office after I walked 2-3 flights of stairs, bro. I couldn't breathe. That's not healthy. I wasn't super active with my kids back then. I go to their games, I go support them. I was trying, but man, you go out there and play basketball, run up and down the court once or twice, you done. That's not the way to live, family. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I wanted to do this video. Man, it's not fat shaming, man. It's not. Like I said, there's a 0.01% of people out there that fat shame. And like I said, the scenario, I'm gonna pay to do something, to go to somebody's private page and then make a negative comment about their size when the website is for people that like this fat topic. And I go on there, or that person goes on there and leaves a derogatory comment when it was not for you. This was not something for you. This was something for them. This is something for a specific category of people that like this. That's fat shaming. That person is a asshole to the 10th power, because once again, they didn't have to make the comment, but they went through the extremes of paying to be on the person's private page and make a negative comment. That's fat shaming. So we got to get out of that, family. And then anybody that wants to get a kickstart or support on their weight loss journey, man, I'm here. If you know somebody that wants to get support on their weight loss journey, man, tell them to inbox me. I don't mind. I've helped so many people, and I don't mind doing it. Now, it's hard work. It's up to you to see the results. I've shown everybody the results as far as what I eat, what I drink, and what I do on a daily. All right? I'm not going out there in that wind because my allergies will be whooped. So I'm finna get my workout on, man. You guys have a great weekend. Hotel.